Joshua Askew had 4 receptions for 59 yards. BJ Cullen, 6 receptions for 45 yards. Antonio Welch had 9 receptions for 139 yards. That's one of those big games we saw. It's going to be a screen pass here to Welch to the outside near the 40-yard line. He's going to cut up and get a first down. Early play call from the Tigers. Myers going to drop back to throw here. He's going to try to find a man open. It's towards Reef. Reef's going to catch it near the 40-yard line. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to cut upfield to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Looks like he's going to step out of bounds, actually, so it will not be a touchdown. Raised his foot on that white paint. If he did not do that, Auburn would be up 7-0 right now. So Myers with the empty set yet again. Myers going to throw another screen pass to Welch. Welch is going to cut upfield. He has blockers. Welch going to cut across the field to the 10, to the end zone. Antonio Welch in for the first score of the night for the Tigers.
It's really interesting. You see here, this is the touchdown play. Watch these 3 receivers right here pick up the defensive backs and blocked. Antonio Welch has got that breakaway speed, makes a couple people miss, lets him do the rest. But I love Keith Etheridge's play calls, just getting the ball in the playmakers' hands, letting them do the rest. Casey Myers getting it to him quick. You see these 3 blocks. Cash Reef with a heck of a block. Carver offense.
Yeah, weird set here. Crumpton going to fake the handoff. He is going to throw this one. Going to try to find a man. Crumpton's going to run with it. He's going to be brought down. Colin King with a huge tackle for loss.
My goodness.
It actually looks like he will gain a yard on that.
Pocket collapsed. Crumpton had nowhere to go. See Big Z over here. Colin King in the backfield. Boom, able to bring him down. Great job again by this Auburn defensive line, just being everywhere all at once.
Team and great players on this Auburn defense. Tarver going to get the handoff here. He's going to make a few men miss, but Carnell Jackson and Aiden Parker there yet again, just getting a big stop.
Just swallowing up this run game. It started with Greg Williams on the blitz. Tarver had to see right here. Greg Williams getting there. Wasn't able to finish the tackle, but then Carnell Jackson.
Forcing that pressure for
Yeah.
Tarver to get outside. And
This defensive line is just unstoppable right now.
yeah, you saw Colin King too coming in there at the end. Another blitz here for the Tigers. Crumpton going to have to find someone open. He's going to run to the outside. He's running all over the backfield, slipping. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to throw this one downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Great footwork there by Zion Crumpton, but a little scary as Carver almost got a sack.
Wrecking havoc again, bringing the pressure. Greg Williams, just a pesky defender being all over him. Crumpton showing that athletic ability, able to stay up. That ball was just nowhere close to his receiver.
Crumpton going to hand this one off to Tarver yet again. He's going to be brought down by Colin King. Another big tackle. Now they're going to go for it here. Crumpton going to drop back. He's going to find a man wide open, but it's incomplete. He had 2 men open. Would have been a first down, but Auburn's defense gets the big stop.
Yeah, that's Graham Fordhofer right there. You said it, Reese. 2 receivers wide open. Left side of the field, Graham Fordhofer just coming in. Great stop by him. Crumpton put a little too much under that ball. He's going to throw that on the line to get his receivers quicker, but great job by Fordhofer.
I'm not even sure if he knew who he was going to throw it to there.
He had 2 guys right there.
So Crumpton going to fake, or he is going to hand this one off to Tarver this time. Tarver's going to go up the middle, or go up the side for a few yards, but he's going to be brought down by that Tigers defense.
You know, coming into this game, Scott Goolsby and this defense definitely were game planning for this run. We see it right here. Little outside run. Greg Williams, first guy to get there. Carnell Jackson finished him off, but this Tigers defense not letting Carver get any of these rushing yards early.
Puts a man in motion. And Crumpton going to drop back to pass here. Has a lot of pressure, and Crumpton's going to be brought down by Greg Williams with the sack. Big sack by Greg Williams.
Yeah, he's back. Number 3, Greg Williams, been doing it all year. Just outruns number 54, the left guard. Greg Williams, just a heat-seeking missile off the edge, able to bring down the elusive Crumpton. This Tigers defense stops him on 3rd down once again. The Welch.
So Myers empty set. Myers gonna run it up the middle himself. Actually going to throw this one down the field. It's going to be caught by Joshua Askew for a touchdown. Wide open man. Auburn extends their lead 13-0 on the Joshua Askew touchdown to 14 now after a great drive to start.
Yeah, you see right here, Welch right there, steps up in the pocket, great pocket awareness. Delivers a great ball to Askew, puts it right where it needs to be, in stride. 6 points for the Tigers and a quick 14-0 lead.
See, there is a running back in the backfield. That is Tarver. Gonna hand it off.
Yeah.
He's gonna be brought down.
My goodness, Greg Williams just lurking back there. Shoots up the gap, brings down Tarver.
It's gonna be a third and really long here.
See right here, Greg Williams just lurking. Shoots that gap, brings down Tarver. He's a menace for this defense.
Yeah, Carver lucky it wasn't a safety, because if Tarver was maybe right there in that blue, Greg Williams would have had that safety. It's gonna be a third and extremely long now for the Wolverines as this first quarter's nearing its end. Backed up at the 1 yard line. And he's gonna fumble, and Crumpton gonna have to make a few moves. He's just gonna throw this one deep. It's gonna be incomplete. But we'll see if it's going to be intentional grounding. Looks like there was an eligible receiver, but Crumpton lucky that that was not a safety.
Yeah, just dropped the snap. Again, Greg Williams is back there, creating the pressure. Was able to get rid of it, but man, this Carver team has little to no positive yards on offense.
3, first and goal here. Myers going to run this one up the middle. He's going to get a few blockers. He's going to go into the end zone. And Casey Myers gets into the end zone on that score. So the Tigers expand their lead to 20 now. Extra point would make it 21. And great job by that Tigers offensive line there. Kept pushing Casey Myers and got him past the plane.
Yeah, Hampton Jordan there in motion. Getting some blocks. Tucker Aubin up front. Following the center, that's what Casey Myers was doing. Athletic. Take it off with his legs. Arm's not working right now.
Now Crumpton going to draw back to pass. He's going to try to step up in the pocket, and he's going to be brought down. A huge tackle, huge sack for Greg Williams. I mean, coming back off the injury, and he's just showing out.
Man, he sure is back like he's never left. Old Greg Williams. Colin King forcing him out. Greg Williams just shoestring sack. Calling his name again. It's his first sack of the night. Second tackle for a loss. That puts Carver in the negatives for total offensive yards this first half. Not what you want to see.
And Auburn trying to get up 28-0 here in the second quarter. Myers going to drop back to throw. He has a lot of pressure. Myers going to fire up the middle. It is caught for a touchdown. Great catch by Antonio Welch. Another touchdown pass caught by Antonio Welch. Joshua Askew.
Yeah, you see right here, Casey Myers just able to stay in the pocket. You know, that takes guts with the defense bearing down on you and still able to make a great throw, a little off balance. But yeah, Askew downfield again. That's the second one of the night. Right here again, Myers just able to stay in the pocket. Deliver a strike to Askew. Tigers offense just punching Carver in the mouth right now.
Yeah, Askew so fast you couldn't even tell which number it was.
Yeah.
It was either Welch or Askew. I mean, they so far tonight, both players have just done outstanding. We saw Welch start the game off with the touchdown, and Askew, 2 touchdowns already tonight receiving, and both of them have been deep balls from Casey Myers. So the Tigers expand their lead 28-0. Now, Myers going to draw back to pass here. Has a lot of pressure. Fires it up the middle to a man wide open is Jaden King. Jaden King going to go up the middle. Near the 30-yard line, he's going to be brought down.
Please go for this one, but take 3 points anytime we can get it.
And Daniel's kick is up and through, so Auburn expands their lead 31-7 with 43 seconds to go here.
This Auburn run game.
Yeah, so second down and long here for the Tigers to start this first drive. And Myers has a little bit of trouble finding a man. Gonna find a man down the sideline. Is caught by Cash Reef, and he's just gonna walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, that was just a great play from Casey Myers. Going through his progression, pocket collapsed. Cash Reef able to make a play, get downfield, make his defender miss, get open, get some space. Myers throws another great ball on the run.
For the Wolverines. Man in motion. Crumpton gonna fake the handoff, gonna run it himself, and he's going nowhere. Aiden Parker with a huge sack.
Aiden Parker just plants his, you see number 11 right here, reading his eyes, plants his foot in the ground. Big time tackles all over Crumpton. Seen a lot of that tonight. Just great job, just reading that offense. That's what you need from a linebacker. A big linebacker like him can see the whole field. Run that earlier. You know, Crumpton's got the legs, but
Not gonna be a handoff here. It is just gonna be brought down by that Tigers defense, and that is going to do it for Auburn versus Carver. Auburn gets a big win and locks up the number 2 seed in playoffs. Auburn wins 41-7 against the Carver Wolverines.